Office gasp and see the tears in his eyes. Yes, sorrow, or even grief, is present in the work. I feel it, but where? Cannot pull it from the stone. I saw the creature on a cold night not long ago. Smoking coronas of blackened light drew me to my window. The office says, shaping the scene with his palms. And there, on the street below, was she, gripping a man in her talons. Before my very eyes, she ripped his essence from him, leaving him a steaming husk. He drops his hands. But what do you care? You don't grasp the importance of capturing such a subject. Okay, I've seen aspects. The office stares at you. You think I'm trying to sculpt the killer, he says, and then immediately corrects himself. Of course I am. I've succeeded, in fact. Sees beauty and vengeance incarnate. What artist worth this metal couldn't capture such a being? Joffy clacks his tongue. But she doesn't need to be remembered. How could anyone forget such a lethal creature? No, the source of my ruin is this damnable man. Joffy points a trembling finger at the faceless human, cradled in the statue's talon. A charred, oddly familiar pattern etched on the stone's head. He stared eternity in the face, and did not blink, but he will be forgotten unless I capture him here, and I cannot do that unless I know what drove him. The office follows. The moment he fell, I ran from the street, but the Dendrahul claimed his body and took it away, probably to the foul chapel in the underbelly. Now I'll never know who he was. Tell me about the Dendrahul. They're a cult and a curse, Zafi says. They would have you believe they exist to preserve the great works of humanity, to celebrate life. You may even believe them until you smell their breath. The truth is that they squat in the underbelly chapel, eating corpses and claiming it gives them power. Is there anything you can remember? What a surprise, Zafi says, with a rugged, scornful sigh. Yes, let us ignore the incandescent flare of the stranger's brief life and focus on his murderer. He's so much more glamorous. He grips his sparse hair as if it's going to fall out and glares at you. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what everyone wants. Like so many, he wants flash and flourish, but humanity is what truly inspires. I think he's possessed or something. Oh, of course, Zoe says, a fluttered blush rising on his cheeks as he directs your attention to his work. I captured her as I saw her, perfectly. See the dexterous overlong fingers, the flesh formed from seeking prey, but there was more to that moment than I ever could capture. In studying her from my window, I knew that she did not belong in our world, and yet I could not help but to see her there, as though she was forcing me to accept her presence. To look upon her is to see death made flesh, and yet her victims saw her and did not flee. Why? What granted him such bravery when we lesser creatures cowered at what coming of right? What? Okay, how many statues have you made? Ha! If only my efforts could be limited so. I've sculpted the blasted moment in marble, granite, and clay. I've painted it in oil and blood. It even follows me into sleep, where I weave the scene from clouds and dream stuff. Frosted tear rolls down his cheek. Even those were flawed. Okay. Artist, Tiber murmurs. You think they'd be happy bunch. They slap paint on a canvas and someone pays them for it. But no, they thrash about in their sleep, moaning and stealing all the shit. If I learn anything about your subject, I'll let you know. That's it? Okay, farewell. So let's talk to the slaver. I guess he's a slaver. Tall Magur. As you approach, the wild-haired woman eyes you speculatively and whispers something to her companions. They burst out laughing, and a slight smirk plays around her lips. A breathing mask dangles from a cord around her neck, and you can see where it was cut permanent grooves into her face. She ruffles her hair, messing it still further, and sings out, "Come to buy a slave, cast-off? If you come to me, you must want something of the sort. He's a fresh one, I can smell it on him." "How do you know I'm a cast-off?" "The tattoo. I've had dealings with your kind before. I know about you." She rakes her fingers through her hair. If anything, the motion serves to obscure her vision even more. "So, cast-off, I have information you might want. Of course, it comes with a price." "What kind of information?" "You think you'll get it from me that easily? I don't think so. I know your type. You cast-offs. Not a one of you can be trusted. I give you this information, you're gone before I can collect my price. So you'll forgive me if I decline to say outright what secrets I hold. One of my wards has run off. She's taken a head wound. Not my doing, and I've been watching after her. I don't know where she's gone, but I suspect she's headed to Cliff's Edge. Plenty of other urchins clamoring about the place, and you'll find it easy to blend in. Sadly, my trope and I are detained here, so we can't go ourselves. These slag neighbors are tired of hunting her. Damned girl hides well, too well. She's a scrawny child, named Rin. Head wound, but it's covered by dark curly hair. Has a little necklace around her throat. Bubbles about her gods. So go get her for me and I'll tell you what you want to know." "Answer a few questions for me." "Fine. Can you tell me about yourself?" "I'm a slaver. I'm the last person you want to make an enemy. I've got a reputation for coming through on my word. Nothing else needs concerning you." Okay. Farewell. Wait, where's the quest? Okay. Have we got it? Yeah. Beloved slaver. The sorrow's prey. Okay, so I have to go to the Dendrahur. I have to go to okay. Let's go to the other guy, to the Order of Truth, and ask them to fix the resonance chamber, because I don't trust these guys. Then we'll deal with the Nectameron, and yeah, we'll see. We have a lot of things to do, and this is just past the tutorial. Okay, let's go to the Order of Truth.
Hold on. Which one of you just meet?
Oh no, I wanted to see this guy. Okay, so we got Snerf, Lanuring, Salimeri, Min of Tanliang, and then we've got a lot of other things.
Yes. Now.
Let's go there. Let's interact. This desk is cluttered with scrawled notes, piles of paper and worn books. The owner was either extremely disorganized or left in a hurry. Examine them. You rustle through the mess of documents and notes. Most of them discuss the building and architecture of prior worlds. They're filled with drawing and descriptions of bizarre structures uncovered by scholars and explorers. The owner of the desk seems to have been particularly interested in doors, door frames and archways. He was drawn circles across all such things, but his scrawled comments are never more revealing than similar but not a match. Or could there be a connection there? Maybe it's about the archway with the kid. Let's see. Again, you scan the jumbled books and documents, but you don't find anything new. Most of them describe the architecture. Okay. You also notice a few letters and personal correspondence, but they appear to have been written in code, or perhaps in a foreign script that isn't familiar to you. Okay, again the same. Ecology of biomechanical hybrids. The enigmatic Nectameron. Oh yeah, this is the place of the Nectameron. Let's talk to these guys. No, let's talk to Sally Mary. Back so soon? You're far more dependable than Adam ever was. Okay, I'll trust you. Ah, that contraption. I'd be delighted to help, as I was before, but I'll need you to do that little favor for me first. Enter the anechoic lazaret and make it safe for me to resume my work there. She lowers her voice. If you seek assistance from the others in the order, do be careful. I suspect one of them is an informant for the Memovira. Too many of our finds have been pillaged by her thugs. You think there's a spy? Almost certainly, but I let Mean worry about that. Spies aren't a problem if you never share your secrets. Okay. So this is Mean. One of these two is the freaking spy. Or maybe even Calistridge? Okay, let's interact with that. This machine is a chaotic assemblance of metal tanks and tubing. A work table mounted with spare parts stands beside it, and it's connected by wires to an oddly familiar sarcophagus and other devices. Pick through. You sort through the jumbled components on the table. There aren't many, nor are there any duplicates. These appear to be spare parts for the machine. Examine the machine. As it turns out, there's very little to examine. Every access point to the machine has been carefully sealed. Some of the hatches and panels are worn with use. They are likely accessed by the Order when they perform maintenance on the machine. Others are gleaming, ornate locks with twisted keyholes, unmarred by the scratches and nicks of careless, everyday use. You run your hands across its surface and feel the ghost of another person's hand doing the same. Whoa. What? Let's try and determine why. 70? Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Can I retry that? Oh, yes, I can. Yeah, it seems interesting. Give me a critical, please. Yes! Stat pools. Spend on effort result. Yes. Okay. Close around you. Hot wind pulls at your robes, jagged grid claws at your eyes. Squinting through the storm, you see the machine, half buried in the sand. Curiously, you wedge open a panel. Inside is a sphere, sparkling like a jewel, but soft to the touch, I guess. Life drains from you into the sphere like blood from a wound. The machine is stealing your life. Growling, you return the favor, ripping the sphere from the machine and regarding it with cold eyes. The memory releases you abruptly, leaving your painting in front of the machine, which is not the ruined monstrosity your predecessor discovered in the Archopalasian ruins. You know, however, that the orb is sealed somewhere inside the device. Okay, let's examine the machine. Knock on the side. Again. And again. And again. Leave the machine alone. Okay, that was interesting. Sarcophagus. Yeah, we saw that. Can we interact with this? Is it the machine? Yeah. Okay, let's talk with Min of Tandyang.